Good. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. Y'all play some skee ball? I always talk about skee ball when I come to places like this. It's like a meme. Anyway, I'm St. Andrew. I'm actually not a saint. You can call me Andrew. But if you look me up on the internet, type in St. Andrew. I'm below all the old guys. There's got a couple songs to warm us up tonight. This first one, I dedicate this to Ben Affleck. No. I dedicate this to Josh Hartman. Christmas in 2 weeks, we're going to Hawaii. Whole family 10 seats, we're going to Hawaii. Christmas 2 weeks, we're going to Hawaii. Whole family 10 seats, we're going to Hawaii. But before we sunbathe, there's something Grandpa wants to see. We left the hotel, set sail. We traveled down the beach. Then I saw the museum, I saw his face. And though Grandpa was here, he was in a different place. $7:53, just dawn on a Sunday. Everybody wake up, Japanese are coming. $7:53, just dawn on a Sunday. Everybody wake up, the Japanese are coming. They got bomber planes. Woo. They're blasting the sea clear. Wake up and defend. The captain yells upon deaf ears. Everybody wake up. Because the Japs are here. Pearl Harbor me from danger. Pearl Harbor me from harm. Pearl Harbor's under an attack. Sound the alarms. Young man, nation of Japan, filling his machine with airplane gasoline, knowing he must fly, crash, burn, and die. His mission to destroy will ultimately deploy. Fat man and little boy. Pearl Harbor me from danger. Pearl Harbor me from harm. Pearl Harbor's under an attack. Sound the alarm. Harbor me from danger. Harbor me from harm. Pearl Harbor's under an attack. Sound the alarms. My grandpa barely spoke, but I heard Grandpa say, lots of good men lost their lives here on Pearl Harbor Day. Thank you guys very much. It's okay, it is a joke. No, I mean people did die at Pearl Harbor. You know what I mean. The next song is it's not as serious. It's about a trip to a sandwich shop. This is called Ode to a Substomer. Step this way, there's decisions to make. First one is, what kind of bread do you take? White bread? Or do you take wheat bread? Do you take white or wheat? That's all the choices you've got. Actually, it's really just wheat. You know white bread is wheat bread that has been bleached. Now that you've chosen your bread, let's take a look at the cheese. Or you can have no cheese instead. I will make you whatever you please. We've got Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, American cheese, provolone and pepper jack and Parmesan cheese. We've got Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, American cheese, provolone and pepper jack and Parmesan cheese. There are other cheeses. Those are just the ones I keep in my restaurant. Now that you've chosen your cheese, let's take a look at the meat. Oh, go ahead and choose one or two or three. But for four, there'll be a fee. Listen carefully. You want to take your time with this part. You see from this list, choose your veggies, take your time, choose as you please. But if you just say, give me everything, it'll ruin your sub. And then when you're not looking, I'm low-key going to go over there and spit right in your lunch. Onions, lettuce, oil, tomato, salt, pepper, oregano, pickles, mustard, mayo. Have it your way. I said onions, lettuce, oil, tomato, salt, pepper, oregano, pickles, mustard, and mayo. Have it today. And thank you very much. You know all of your choices till now. They've led up to this moment. This sandwich, a chip, a cookie. Your total is $9.95. Hey, but look here, I got online and I found a coupon. Oh, do a substomer. Thanks, guys. What's your favorite type of sandwich? I couldn't answer that question, but I could talk about sandwiches all day long. But they gave me 10 minutes, and I'm out of sandwich songs. Ladies and gentlemen, you're lovely. I love Kansas. Been here my whole life, except for the first 18 years I lived somewhere else. Thank you.
You already tell it's going to be that type of show, y'all. But no, thank you all for coming here. This is our intimate evening with Brandon Williams. Appreciate everybody coming out this evening. Man, this thing's tall. I don't want to mess with it. Oh, so, I want to point out just as y'all leaving, I'm just losing it right now. I'm failing with it. So we're just going to start and give it to the person who really matters this evening. I'm just going to give it right straight over to Mr. Brandon Williams, everybody. Come on, we need a little energy.
Oh, Lord, give it up for Josh Lynch, everybody. Hey, don't feel bad, Josh. Josh is a great guy. When I was in the hospital, he wrote me a get well soon card. Of course, it was in crayon and cutout magazine letters. He's a serial killer. I love Josh. Here you go, St. Andrew. Give it up for St. Andrew, everybody. Thanks for coming out. We're at Dave & Buster's having a great time. My family's here. Speaking of which, I like to smoke weed every now and then. I got high one night, munchies kicked in. I decided to make a frozen pizza. It cooked. I took it out of the oven. I needed a plate. Opened up the cabinet. To my surprise, in that cabinet was another fully cooked pizza. Not so much a joke as it is an answered prayer to me. When I come to a traffic light, I try not to make eye contact with homeless people. Not because I'm a horrible person, but because I'm $8 away from becoming them. I look out the window and I see them in me or me and them, whichever one I see it. Plus, one more number 4 combo, Andrew, at the Burger King, and I'm in a turf war with Craig for the exit. Yeah, and he's got signs and will work. I imagine my signs will say something like, well, if you're offering, I'll take a number 4 combo from Burger King. God bless you. Will not work for food. My dad's here. I called my dad the other day. I said, hey, Pop, I've been meaning to tell you something. He goes, you're gay. I knew it. I was like, what? I was like, no, I'm doing comedy at a Dave & Buster's. He was like, oh, shit, I can't support this. I'd rather you be gay. Oh, man. My dad's funny. Growing up on Thanksgiving night, my dad would ask us, me and my little sister, what we wanted for Christmas. One year I asked for a remote control race car. He said, no, that was too expensive. Think of something else. Christmas morning comes. I open up 10 pounds of coal. Meanwhile, my little sister's driving her Barbie Jeep Wrangler into the mailbox, having the time of her life, and I'm looking through encyclopedias to see if I can eat coal. Oh, man, the last time my dad asked me what I wanted for Christmas, I said, how about a stool and rope? I'll put it together. Are you guys out there? Anybody can hear me? Oh, man. I'm actually, I'm very thankful for my dad. He's my favorite person. When I was 2 years old, he met my mother, took me in, adopted me, raised me as his own. I'm forever in his debt. Mainly because I owe him $8,000. Only borrowed $5,000, but his interest rates are worse than a bank's. I had 2 strokes last January. In February, my dad goes, are you ever going to pay me back? I said, damn, Dad, I almost died last month. He goes, I know. That's why I'm asking. Need that money back. Yeah. Actually, my dad told me the other day, he's at a point in his life where he's completely given up on me. He's done everything he could for me. Now he's going to sit back with a clear conscience and watch life get me. I said, damn, Dad, I was just calling to wish you a happy birthday. I love you too. I'm actually, I started working in staffing. Yeah, I'm getting people jobs. I love it. It's pretty cool. This morning, a guy called me and he said, Mr. Brandon, I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. My grandma died. And I felt really bad for him. And then I went to make a note in his file, and I saw that his grandmother's died 3 times already this year. I said, damn, how many grandmas do you have? He goes, I'm thinking about 8 more, and they're all old and sickly. Oh. Hey, my girlfriend's also here. She's into science and astrology, shit like that. Anybody into that? She reads a horoscope every morning, but depending on what the horoscope says determines the rest of my fucking day. She read a horoscope one time, be careful, somebody close to you cannot be trusted. I'm sitting right beside her. I said, hey, I'm going to go to the gas station and buy a pack of cigarettes. You need anything? She's like, yeah, right. Are you going to go fuck that gas station? So I wasn't planning on it. Plus, I didn't even think that was physically possible, Andrew. I got tired of it. I found the website that she's reading these horoscopes on. Turns out they're hiring. I sent in my resume. Now I got a part-time job writing her horoscopes. It's wonderful. Today's horoscope, feel blessed, you're truly loved. Enjoy every moment you spend together. Tomorrow's horoscope, try butt stuff just once. Later that night, she came into the bedroom. She goes, Brandon, turn around and bend over. I got an idea. I said, wait a minute. That's not what your horoscope said. You guys ready to get this comedy show over with? All right. This next guy, you could probably find him in any dark alley jerking off cats. Give it up for Joshua Lynch, everybody.
I'm classier a little more now. I don't jerk off the cats. We went to dogs now. God, that even sounds worse. But so I'm gonna be a little bit more coherent this time. So this week I was talking to my accountant, and he asked me if I donated to any charities last year, and I told him, yeah, I gave $10,000 to one. She's now a nurse. And he's like, I don't think the stripper counts as an actual charity. Worked for me. I really screwed that there's technical difficulty there. Oh, sweet, turned off. There we go. Oh, fuck technology. But no, so one thing that I love about being at the Dave & Buster's here, coming here all the time now, and I work here on the weekends as well, is that there's cougars. And I love me some cougars. Because cougars, even though there's dust on the bottle, you know when you pop the cork, it's still wet inside. Oh, I know. Yes. I know that laugh is scary. I mean, Brandon's whole note joke might not be an actual lie, y'all. I mean, think about it. The dude shows up in like what, a month you show into Kansas City, your brain explodes. And then a month after the hospital, you meet up this guy and start this podcast we have going. I think I just felt guilty for him. Hell, you know you're going to see me on the next Netflix documentary. You know I'm going to be there. But have you all had on Netflix, you know how it does the previews now of things? Have you ever like looked down at your phone and like then it starts playing and it catches you off guard? Just think about my documentary. You go look down at your phone. Oh, grandma died. Didn't you hear? I'm going to scar all of America. I mean, I know y'all aren't laughing at this, but I know you're going to remember that shit tonight. You're going to be walking in the middle of the night here. It's either me or Michael Jackson following you. Man, you know when you're bad when you get complained by the baby. Does that really mean I should like leave now? I mean, I've got booed off whenever, man. Start young booing me off. That's cool. But honestly, y'all, I'm just out here trying to find love right now. Because we should go back to a time when love was easy. Because my grandpa won grandma in a poker game. Yeah. But he still swears to this day he folded. Do y'all remember like late night TV? It used to be where it goes Sham Wow, Shake Weight, Girls Gone Wild, and then the church service. All the things that got us through puberty. So, as you can tell, my ass is special. I mean, I have MS, so that just means I'm majorly special. I mean, I puked on a sitting president. And you don't know if that's as an adult or as a child. National security told me I'm not allowed to tell y'all. And they told me I had to delete that email. But I've been majorly special far before the MS. Like one time when I was a kid, I bit through my tongue. And before seeking medical attention, I decided to sprint over the street and chase the girls. That's when I learned girls don't like pink floppy things chasing them. Man, either like you all just hate me or y'all are gonna call like Chris. I always see I'm gonna have Chris Hansen in my kitchen. Fucking feel it, y'all. That's the start of the Netflix documentary. Is Chris Hansen saying, "You want to sit? Take a seat." I've always wondered with things like that, and like I got a call last month. I had to take blood, and I got a DUI because they found some weed in my blood. Fuck it, whatever. But they called me, told me I had to go pick up my own ticket. They're like, "Hey, you want to come pick up?" I can't say no. I really just wanted to tell the cop, "No, I'm not coming." Really wasn't a joke. That was just me bitching. So we might be done with listening to Mr. Special over here, or as I like to say, is the MS really just means Mr. Shaky. Because, y'all, I shake so much, I don't have to move my arm when I'm giving hand jobs anymore. Or when I'm fisting. Oh, yeah, I'm a universal human vibrator, y'all. Poles and the holes, I work for all. But now, it's Mr. Shaky. We'll give it back up to your Brandon Williams.
My friend, Joshua Lynch, everybody. If you hear that laugh on your way to the car tonight, it's too late. He's already got you. Josh, you're my dad's worst nightmare. I promise. Oh, man. You guys having a good time? It's wacky, right? St. Andrew and the Hurricanes over here playing some music, rocking out. That was great, man. That Pearl Harbor song was awesome. You ready for, has anybody ever said that? Are you ready for your first comic of the night? I'm proud to say this guy is also my friend. Give it up for the very funny Jeff Krakenberg, everybody.
Josh, you can 100% say no to the police when they tell you to go pick up your ticket. That's why I'm not allowed in Pennsylvania or New York. Yeah, that one just hurts a little bit now that I say it out loud. Crows are my favorite bird. I used to say ravens, but nevermore. Fake headlines, do you like those? Pierce Brosnan admits that he's had a thing for nannies ever since filming Mrs. Doubtfire. But honestly, haven't we all? I watched a dyslexic magician pull a rat out of a habit. I was shocked. The nun was relieved. I don't know. This is a lot better than the last time I was here. Buying a timeshare. Oh, man. I'm just trying to not go into the next subject because I gotta ask with a weird question. So I'm gonna go all the way to the back. Sir in the cool shirt, do you know what your spirit animal is? Fuck. Sir in the cool vest, do you know what your spirit animal is? You think it's a shark? Yeah, that's cool. Hell yeah. I was hoping you were gonna say something weird though. Mostly because I'm trying to find somebody that has a weirder spirit animal than me. I'll explain, don't worry. My spirit animal personally is a British soldier from the 1900s. I know, it gets worse, baby. That's a sentence I didn't think I was going to say today. Oh. All right, just going to not address that. Anyway, like I was saying, I'll tell you guys some facts about good old Walter Summerford. That's my spirit animal, the British soldier. Just to recap, he I don't know, he was doing the Lord's work for the English military. You know, I don't know if that's like fucking over Africa or stealing from Belgium or whatever specifically he was doing. But then he got struck by lightning and lost the use of his legs, paralyzed from the waist down. He thought God hated him after that. So they send him back to England. You know, he's just being a paralyzed person, thinking God hates him. And then it's kind of affirmed when he gets struck by lightning again. 2 strikes. Second one, weirdly enough, the use of his legs came back. Which is like, I don't know enough about science to know if that should have happened or not. But it did, and now he's convinced that God hates him. So he decided, you know, like any good Englishman would do, since God hates him, he's going to move to Canada because God can't reach him there, apparently. Do you want to guess what happened 15 years later? Well, I asked you if you want to guess. He got struck by lightning a 3rd time, guys. God found him in Canada. Unfortunate thing about this, there's nothing funny about the 3rd strike. So just, if you have any laughs, hold them in, because he was completely paralyzed and his family decided to keep him alive for 2 years after the 3rd strike before finally he did pass away because of that 3rd strike. Weirdly enough, though, shortly after they buried him, his gravestone was struck by lightning, which totals 4, which is an even number. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, but that might have been a very stressful 2 days for his family. Because recap, 1st strike, no legs. 2nd strike, legs back. 3rd strike killed him. 4th strike, I'm just saying, is it grave robbery if he's actually alive down there? You know, you probably have family that would have thought that and been at Thanksgiving, been like, oh, we gotta dig him up. He might be upset with how we're spending his money. And everybody's just like, shut up, uncle. This isn't the thing I thought you were going to bring up that would make us uncomfortable. I don't know. That's my spirit animal. I'm really just looking for somebody that has a worse one. I think God hates me. That's what I'm saying. God damn, Josh, that laugh scared the shit out of me. I saw you leave, but I didn't see you come back in. Fucking chills down my spine right now. Because all I can remember is Brandon saying, if you hear that laugh later, it's too late. Holy shit. I don't know. I'm no longer on social media. I said that wrong. I was permanently kicked off of all of Facebook products, which is very unfortunate. But also, I don't think I deserved it. You guys all, I was about to say you guys all have family, which is a strange thing to say when I know that you guys are all family. Anyway, a lot of my family members got scammed over Christmas for like thousands of dollars off of Facebook. And I work in technology. So when a scammer approached me, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a shitty online Batman. I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to scam this scammer. I've watched enough YouTube videos. I think I can figure it out. And I did because hackers are stupid. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I got a link. Also, if you were born if you're over 20, you should recognize the format of this. But I got a message on Facebook that said, hello, sir. I recently came into a windfall and would like to send you a blessing. Unfortunately, my bank has placed a hold on any transactions. So I'll need your Cash App information and for you to send me a clearance fee of $20 so that I can release unto you a $2,000 blessing. I got a lot of emails like that growing up, so I know exactly that this was, in fact, a scam, not actually a Nigerian prince. So I decided to fuck this guy over. It's weird saying that word with a baby in the room. It makes me uncomfortable, but I did it anyway. And I sent this scammer back a message that said, hey, I have fallen on hard times, and I could really use a blessing. Unfortunately, I have been scammed before. So I actually need you to click on this link and go to a third-party security product to authorize the transaction before I can release unto you the the clearance fee. Christmas fee. Fucking language. Anyway, long story short, like I said, hackers are stupid, but they're also not stupid. He did give me enough information for me to report him to the cyber team at DHS, and so they could do like the legal stuff to him. But also they hacked my Facebook account and just put breasts all over it. Facebook should have been able to tell that I was hacked, mainly because the breasts were very impressive. Mine are not. So I should have waited, but I didn't. I got the notification that said, you've been banned for 24 hours for violating community guidelines. And that messed me up because I've always followed community guidelines, right? Like I've had Facebook since like 2003 when I had to convince the guy that I bought beer from to give me an invite code so I could get on the platform. You look like the guy I bought beer from. Anyway. Man, but it messed me up. I couldn't wait. I want to make the baby happy. And I think the only way to do that is to tell this in the baby's language for the rest of the story. And based on this child, it's only got 2 moods. One of which is a noise, and then the other one is just this. Long story short, like I said, no longer on social media. Got kicked off all of it. It really sucked. Facebook account's gone. Instagram's gone. My linked Spotify account got wiped. That sucked. That was a lot of music. Even my Oculus Rift. I had to create a new one of those accounts. Now I don't remember what porn I had saved. God, it's still so fucking creepy, Josh. Anyway, long story short, mainly I bring up the Facebook thing just to say that if you guys are interested in following my comedy at all, I'll be on LinkedIn for the rest of the year. Hit me up, Jeff Krakenberg. Have a good night.
Hey, give it up one more time for Jeff. That was good. Hey, I thought this was interesting. Did you guys know that the word admire could also mean to be aroused by? Yeah, neither did I, or I wouldn't have been telling my therapist growing up I used to really, really admire my grandpa. Now we talk twice a week. You guys ready for your next comic? Another friend of mine. Give it up for Daniel Wynn, everybody. Make some noise. He's still coming. Keep it going. Have fun.
All right, can everybody hear me? Thank you for coming to this authentic Dave & Buster's experience. I know this is what you guys were thinking when you came out to Dave & Buster's, but no, it's great to be here. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I'm half Asian, I'm half white and half Vietnamese, which in Kansas means that I'm Chinese, which in 2020 meant that I had COVID. So, no, we're in the 3rd year of the pandemic. The past few years have been really crazy. And I think I realized how bad things were looking when my family in Vietnam offered to send me medical supplies. That's right. That's not how that works. When people in a 3rd world country start coming to Johnson County for a mission trip, you know you messed up somewhere. No, 2020 was a pretty crazy year. I think in 2020, America showed its true colors when during a pandemic that disproportionately killed fat people, we all gained weight. You know your country's doing okay when coming out of a natural disaster, I messed that joke up. You know your country's doing okay when everyone is coming out of a natural disaster fatter than they came in, you know? No, but 2020 was really crazy. America, I think, is the only country that could lose restaurants in a pandemic and gain an extra chin during lockdown. I think that really says a lot about who we are as a people. No, but masks are coming back, which, don't get me wrong, I'm all for people wearing a mask when they have to, staying safe. I just think the way we've gone about convincing people to wear a mask is a little bit backwards. For example, at work, people keep telling me, Daniel, you should wear a mask. You might kill a coworker. But all I hear is, Daniel, you should wear a mask. You might get a better parking spot. Which, if better parking and less awkward chit chats was a scarce into wearing a mask, I don't think it's working. Now, I got to go home last month for Christmas. I'm from down south in the Ozarks. Anybody know where the Ozarks are? Down south, yeah. And it was a great time getting to go see family. If you ever look at my hometown, you'll see that we're best known for being the site of a bunch of battles during the Civil War, which is just a fancy way of saying that we used to be racist. That's how it works for southern cities, right? And I was looking at cheap places I could visit over summer, and I came across Montgomery, Alabama. And what I find interesting about Montgomery, Alabama is how proud they are of their history. So proud, in fact, that their #1 attraction is their Civil Rights History Museum. Their Civil Rights Museum. In other words, the one place in Montgomery, Alabama that tells you why people avoid Montgomery, Alabama. You know, I want to give these cities in the South credit for having a Civil Rights Museum, but everyone knows that if your city is known for having a Civil Rights Museum, it's also known for having a Confederate statue. So, par for the course there. No, but I got to go home over break, got to see all my family members, got to see each family member that you see during the holidays. You know, got to see my dad, my mom, aunts, uncles, grandparents, the one cousin who's constantly pregnant. You know who I'm talking about, right? You know, we all have that one cousin whose life is just one nonstop, constant cycle of pregnancy. And it's never the person who should have 5 kids either. You know, it's always the person whose Facebook account gets hacked every other week. Every one of their posts say, only my true friends will have read this far. If you post more than 2 times per day on Facebook, then there's a 99% chance that you still work at the Krusty Krab. All I'm saying, just check their Facebook accounts. No, but my dad, he's really great. Got to see him. My dad's always trying to set me up with girls that work out at his gym. But I can tell that he's been dropping his standards for me over time because he went from saying, you should meet this girl, she works out, to you should meet this girl, she's working on herself. It's a pretty steep drop there. The one person that I love to see every time I go home is my grandma, because nobody hypes you up like a grandma does. You know, I think the goal of every man should be to become as attractive as their grandma thinks they are. I think that should be the ultimate goal in life. All right, I'll go ahead and end with this. Last year, Steve from Blue's Clues walked back into our lives. Anybody like Blue's Clues? That's great. Which is a really touchy moment if you grew up watching Blue's Clues. Only problem is I grew up with PBS. So all I saw in the video was a grown man telling me that I've been on his mind since I was 4. Which I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that was a clue of some kind. All right, thank you. I've been Daniel Wynn.
Daniel Wynn, give it up. One more time. There we go. He was talking about grandmas. Growing up, my best friend, his grandmother posted on my Facebook wall the other day and it said, I still love you. Weird, right? Still? Because I never stopped loving you, Mama. You're the one that got away. Anyways, you guys ready for another guest comic? He's a friend of mine for tonight. Give it up for Michael Bells.
Thank you, Steve. All right. I'm just kidding, Brandon. All right. So I actually would like to tell everyone a little story. Kind of bring in some audience participation if I can. Are you guys all for that? I heard from here, but not here. Are you guys all for that? All right. It's going to be really simple. All right. Every time I say but, say go in, or say it might be, say it might be a good fit. All right. Can we try this a couple times? But great, guys. All right. Loving this. All right. So with VD coming up, I'm going to tell everyone about a date I had. We met on Tinder. We couldn't find anything really to talk about, and then she just asked me out. I wanted to say no, but you guys are great. So I go to the bar. I go to the bar, and she shows up with a black eye and a black eye and three teeth missing. I should have ran, but thank you guys for keeping with us. All right. After about after about 5 minutes, the waiter took our order, and she threatened to stab me twice. I should have called the cops, but all right. So, anyways, so I couldn't think of anything to say after a while, and I just blurted out. So did you bring the condoms? No, but I got a strap on in the car. I should have said no. And you already said that, sir. All right. I'm going to end it there. Thank you, guys.
Michael Pels, you did it. Hey, did you know this? When Mormons believe that when you die, you get your own planet. Well, if that's true, then whose planet am I on? Why is my life so shitty? Well, if I had to be on somebody's planet, I'd rather it be this next comic. He's a really good friend of mine, one of my favorite people to perform with. Give it up for Mick Rice Hall. Love Hewitt.
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon. One more time for Brandon. And all the comics you've watched, right? It's Brandon's birthday, right? Not today, but sometime. At some point, it was his birthday. Yeah. What's your story? Not bad. Not bad. Give it up for St. Andrew, right? St. Andrew, everybody. He's fantastic. That's great. Hey, okay. It's cool. Hey, so here I am about birthdays. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about birthdays. How about that? So every time I go to the Applebee's, I always tell them it's my birthday because they bring out cake, right? Yeah, and I don't, I do it every month. I go there a couple times a month, right? But the wait staff, they don't catch on because the turnover rate of the wait staff is higher than the kitchen staff. And the kitchen staff's pretty high. They're really high. They won't catch on. It's always fun. We went to my nephew's 6th birthday party, and we had a 6th birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. That's a cool place. They serve beer now. Yeah, we're like, what? We drove these kids here, right? Like, we're their designated driver. That's all right. They're like, no, it's cool. We did a 2-beer limit, right? It's like, all right, okay. Guess who's pre-gaming for my nephew's 7th birthday party, huh? Me. That's me. It's always me. There's a baby. Hey, baby. Hi. It's always fun. Dude, if I had a son, I'd name him Gravity. All right? Because he's probably going to let me down. Just don't feel bad for him. He doesn't exist, probably won't. Think I'm impotent or whatever they call that, right? Shooting blanks. It's not working. The boys are running circles. What do you do? Okay, man, birthdays, I'm 29. That's always fun. But nobody gives a shit about 29. You know what I mean? Like, last time somebody gave a shit, it was like when I turned 25. Because that's like significant. Your insurance goes down, right? Your car insurance. They trust you a little more. Then it goes up when you're 65 because they don't trust you anymore. They don't do it. No. 25, I was scared, man. 25, because 25, like, seriously, your body stops developing at 25 and it starts deteriorating slowly but surely. You don't develop anything. After 25, you develop allergies. That's about it. New ones. I can't drink as much chocolate milk as I used to, dude. It's bad. Like, I don't drink alcohol, but I do drink like Coke and grenadine, and that grenadine, hangover. Not up here, down there. Not very good. So 25, I was like, dude, is my hairline going to start receding, right? Like, I thought it was. I really think it is. My wife says no, but I think she's lying to me. So 25, I'm like, dude, I'll get a tattoo of my hairline, right? Yeah, I get a tattoo of my hairline. Then next year, I'll get another tattoo of my hairline and watch it go back, right? By the time I'm 50, you can count me like a tree, right? How old are you? I don't know. Count the rings, right? It's not, right? It's not. It's not receding. I hope not. God. Oh, that's a blowback. The wife's got gray hairs. She told me about them. I'm like, dude, just do like those other cats do. Those other ladies. They just dye their hair gray. It's a style. They're like, it's a style. It's like, no, you're hiding all the other grays. That's what you're doing. My wife's cool. I am married, by the way. I am married. Give it up for her. She's in the back. She's in the back. Just kidding. She's not here. Like I said, I'm married to my first wife, right? She's probably going to leave me. Yep, she'll leave me. Eventually. Not right now. I'm not worth anything. She's smart. She'll leave me when I'm worth something. Joke's on her. I'm never going to be worth shit. Not at all. Not worth anything. That's always fun. You guys are great. Hey, I got life insurance through my job, and my life insurance is like, if I die, she could get like $10,000 to like $100,000. And like, I don't know why I told her. I told her because she sits there, she's a regular wife, right? She sits at home and she watches true crime documentaries. Yeah, looks like she's playing Sudoku, but I know she's taking notes. She's taking notes. She's cool. I shouldn't have told her that. It's always fun. Dude, we started the show late. I timed those edibles just right, okay? And now it's all messed up. It's messed up. Dude, I'm like, I eat a lot of edibles, okay? I eat so many edibles. I think if a cannibal ate me, he'd be faded. He'd get faded. A bear too, man. The bears in Colorado, they get high off the hippies. The hippie wanders in the woods. But that's fun. It's a fun thought. You guys want some dick jokes? I know there's a baby in the room, but I got a couple dick jokes. I overheard my friend say, technology can suck my dick. And I thought, wow, we've come so far. It's great. So you guys remember that rumor about Marilyn Manson? You know, Marilyn Manson from the band Marilyn Manson. He there was a rumor that he surgically took out 2 of his ribs so he can suck his own dick. Well, I want to surgically add 2 ribs just to make sure I don't accidentally suck my own dick. It's really tempting. But I know where that thing's been, all right? We can do some. That's a new dick joke. Did you like it? Yeah? Yeah, it lives. It lives. Cool. I'm glad about that. Yeah, I have another new joke. Hold on. Nope, that's all I got. You guys are great. Fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause. I like to smoke weed in weird places. That's always fun, right? We can talk about that. We can relate to it. I know you. You look like a stoner. You're hiding it. Don't hide it. We'll smoke weed. Don't worry. We'll chief after the show. I like to smoke weed in weird places. It doesn't matter where, you know. I'll smoke weed under a bridge in an alley. Like, everywhere is a cool place to smoke weed if you smoke weed in it. Okay? That's just the rule. So, like, one time we were smoking weed in the basement, and my buddy, he's like, hey, man, you want to go smoke weed in this abandoned house down the road? And we're like, yeah, sure, why not? Just pick up and go. And there's an abandoned house.